Hello students, we have studied the negation of simple statements in one of the previous lectures. Now negation of a simple statement is obtained by inserting not at the appropriate place in the statement. But writing negations of compound statements which involve conjunction, disjunction, conditional, biconditional, etc. is not as simple as that. So we are going to study the negation of compound statements in this lecture. Negation of conjunction. Conjunction means and the negation of a conjunction of two simple statements is the disjunction of their negation. That means not P and Q is the same as not P or not Q. You can verify this by drawing a truth table as is given below. From the truth table you see that the truth values in the 6th and the 7th columns are identical, thus proving that not P and Q is equal to not P or not Q. Negation of disjunction. The negation of a disjunction of two simple statements is the conjunction of their negation. That means not P or Q is the same as not P and not Q. Again, you can verify this by drawing a truth table. From the below truth table, you see that the values in the 6th and 7th column are identical, indicating that the statements not P or Q and not P and not Q both are one and the same. Next, negation of a negation. This is simple enough to understand. Just consider the truth table. The first column, that is P, you have values true and false. The second column, not P, would be false and true. Therefore, negation of not P, that is not P, would again come as true and false. That means not P is the same as P. So the negation of a negation is the original statement. Now the negation of implication. The negation of if P then Q is P and not Q. You can see how it is symbolically written over here. This can also be verified by drawing a truth table. In the truth table, you can see that the columns 4 and 6 are identical, thus proving that not if P then Q corresponds to P and not Q. Negation of a biconditional. The negation of the statement P if and only if Q is the statement P and not Q or Q and not P. Just see how it is written symbolically. Not P if and only if Q corresponds to P and not Q or Q and not P. Observe the truth table to prove this particular statement that is there. From the truth table, the columns 4 and 9 are coming out as identical, thus proving the given statement. Now the negation of a quantified statement. A quantified statement is that in which quantifiers are used, that is the symbols like for all and there exists. We have already dealt with quantified statements before. Now while forming the negation of a quantified statement, the word all is replaced by some, for every is replaced by there exists, and vice versa. Appropriate symbols for all, the symbol for all is replaced by there exists, and so on and so forth. Now the below table is a summary of whatever we have discussed so far. You can just go through it before we start solving the sums. Now in the exercise, the question which is going to be given to you is write the negation of the following. Now here, before writing the negation of the statements, you are going to observe the statement and then decide what connective is used over there, whether it is a conjunction, disjunction, implication, or whichever other statement it is. And then you are going to decide on the negation, what is to be written over there. The first question, x plus 8 is greater than 11 or y minus 3 is equal to 6. Now looking at the statement, you understand that it is a disjunction because the word or comes in the statement. Thus we write, let P x plus 8 greater than 11 and Q y minus 3 is equal to 6. Thus the symbolic form, we know it is P or Q. And we also know that not P or Q is the same as not P and not Q. Now x plus 8 greater than 11, the negation of it is x plus 8 less than or equal to 11. And y minus 3 is equal to 6. Negation is y minus 3 is not equal to 6. Thus the negation of the given combined statement, x plus 8 is less than or equal to 11 and y minus 3 is not equal to 6. Just observe that or has become and in the negation. The second sum, 11 is less than 15 and 25 is greater than 20. Again here, let P 11 is less than 15 and Q 25 is greater than 20. The statement is of the form P and Q. So the negation is not P and Q. That is not P or not Q. So we can write it as 11 is greater than or equal to 15 or 25 is less than or equal to 20. The next sum, quadrilateral is a square if and only if it is a rhombus. Let P quadrilateral is a square and Q it is a rhombus as usual. The statement is of the form P if and only if Q. It's a double implication. Thus the negation of it would be P and not Q or Q and not P. Thus the negation of the given statement, quadrilateral is a square and it is not a rhombus, or it is a rhombus and quadrilateral is not a square. The fourth one, it is cold and raining. You can do it as an assignment in your notebook. The next one, if it is raining, then we will go and play football. Obviously, the statement is of the form if then. So, let P, it is raining. Q, we will go and play football. So, the statement is of the form if P, then Q. So, the negation of it, P and not Q. So, we write it as it is raining and we will not go and play football. I hope it is clear enough so far. The next sum, root 2 is a rational number. Now, this is a simple statement. So, the negation can simply be written as root 2 is not a rational number. Next one, all natural numbers are whole numbers. Now, when you write a negation, the word all becomes some and you also have to introduce a negative word in the statement. Thus, the solution is some natural numbers are not whole numbers. Next one, for all n belongs to n, n square plus n plus 2 is divisible by 4. Now when you write the negation, you change the symbol, that is you change the quantifier for all becomes there exists, and also you introduce a negative word in the statement. So the solution is there exists n belongs to n, such that n square plus n plus 2 is not divisible by 4. Next one, there exists x belongs to n, such that x minus 17 less than 20. Just form the negation in your mind and then check your answer if it is correct or what. Did the answer come out to be this? If so, then you understood the concept thoroughly. Next, assignment for you. These are different questions which have been taken from both the textbooks. You can practice both the groups of questions and get the concept thorough in the mind. In the next lecture, we go on to the next concept of the lesson. Till then, keep safe, keep healthy. Bye.